of course, we had wild dogs that lived in the forest. And one of them, I could tell was pregnant. I could see her kind of on the edge of the forest, kind of roaming around. She would come a little bit near the house, but she was pretty wild. And so we went to the US, we came back, and I saw her that winter, and she was really skeletal. And the Indian workers who were building houses nearby said that she had had puppies. She had had her puppies. Anyway, I finally, after some time, lured her near the house, and I fed her. So she got a little healthier. And then by end of March, I was walking on the dirt road below our house, and I saw her. I'd never touched her. I'd never even really gotten near her. But here she comes. She's walking straight up to me, and she's got all of her little puppies kind of dancing around her and following her. And here, there's a video. Here's the video.
Hello.
And I couldn't believe it. And so
nice.
she walked her puppies right up to the house. And of course, I ran inside and got some food, and I fed them. And so I had 6 little puppies. But this dog, this mother dog, I called her Mother. I didn't see her for a few days, and then I heard from one of the contractors building up in here that she'd gotten caught in a pig trap. This contractor said he was able to get close enough to her to cut her out of the trap, and it's horrific. I won't even describe it. It's just horrific. She had been in there for a few days, and I knew that eventually, within a day or two, she would come to the house because her puppies were here. And so, sure enough, I was walking up above the house in the woods, and I came back down, and there she was, and she had this cable on her, and it was horrible. And I snapped a picture really quick, and I called the National Vet Hospital, and I was crying and blubbering, and I sent the picture on WhatsApp to Dr. Mina, a fabulous woman, vet, brilliant surgeon. And I was, of course, blubbering. I said, this dog has been caught in a pig trap, and now she's been cut loose, and she's here at the house. And within 15 minutes, she and Dr. Kinley had jumped in the ambulance. They stopped whatever they were doing. They came up here, and Dr. Kinley was driving this ambulance. And as he drove the ambulance, he leaned out the window. The dog was right next to the house, kind of sitting there, just snapping at flies and looking really bad. And it was pretty horrific. And he had a reed. He had some kind of like bamboo reed with a dart to anesthetize her, to put her to sleep. And he leaned out the window as he was driving, one hand on the wheel, and he blew this dart, and he got her in the thigh. And of course she took off because she's all pumped up on adrenaline and pain. But she didn't go that far. And so the Indian workers helped us. They had rice bags, and they put her in rice bags, and she'd gone down below the house, and we looked up, and all of her little puppies were lined up, and they were just barking with their little tiny puppy barks, and I kept saying, it's all right, it's all right. And Dr. Kinley said, she's listening to you. And I said, well, she'll listen. Yeah, she's going to be all right. Anyway, Dr. Mina did a 4-hour operation to get her stitched up. She sterilized her, thank goodness. And then Dr. Mina sent me a picture of this very unhappy wild dog with the cone of shame, sitting there, really, really not wanting to be there, but stitched up. And I knew that she would live. I knew she would be okay. They had this gorgeous organization that works very closely with the National Vet Hospital. It's called Jangsa Animal Saving Trust. And the Jangsa people took the dog because she's wild and kept her in a compound. And then what Jiangsa does is, if they're rehabilitating animals, they always take them back because the forest is her home. And so they brought her back after maybe 4 or 5 days, and she had a lot of healing to do. But she was well enough, so they brought her back and left her. She ran into the forest, and I've never seen her again, honestly. The vets at the National Vet Hospital they're absolutely committed to helping animals, even wild dogs.